UD Rich, Storytime Fighting the Giant, take one.
All right, y'all. I told y'all I was gonna have story times. I got a bunch of experiences that I want to share with y'all. For this one, we're gonna start off with a fight story. I fought a motherfucking giant. Motherfucker was like 6'5", 6'6", probably taller. But let's just get it at 6'5", just to keep the narrative short. But all throughout my life, just to be 1,000, I'm about 50-50 with fights. I got fights where I walk back home after the fight and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. And then I got fights where a motherfucker literally took my ass and handed it to me. Like, take this, here you go. Get the fuck out of here. So it's about a good balance, you know what I mean? I got good wins, good losses. So now it's actually dope because now when I look at fighting, I don't look at it like I think I'll win because I just beat everybody ass and I just fuck everybody up. I feel like I'm confident in fights, now because I've lost so many ways, so many different times. It's like, yo, you gotta come with some way different shit. And then if I do lose, I'm gonna just carry it and keep it moving. You know what I mean? I'm gonna know how to fucking win the next time. I know how to motherfucking win. That's a long story short. That's what I'm telling you. But in this fight story, it's nothing but basketball. That's really all it was. This is a fucking a childhood friend of mine. We was cool for years. You know what I mean? It was never no bullshit, never no drama, never nothing. And then we played basketball one day, and I don't. And the people who don't know me, I'm from North Carolina, the motherfucking hoop state. Salute to everybody. You know what I mean? Where I'm from. But the way it plays out, where I'm from, we don't really have. I'm from a small town, you know what I mean? We don't have a lot of shit that's going on. Basketball is like the number one thing people live, eat, sleep. Basketball, that's like the sports is like the way out. We don't have these big venues or none of that shit, you know what I mean? So let's just get straight to the motherfucking story. We playing a pickup game. This is a tall motherfucker. Like I told you, I've been cool with him for years. It ain't never been no bullshit. So this stems out of thin air. This is some Naruto hidden jutsu, and I might even be saying that wrong, but I don't give a fuck if I'm saying that wrong. Hold on, before I keep going with this, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I don't know why I'm doing it with both hands, but goddamn, like, comment, and subscribe. Do all motherfucking 3, 6, 9 shit. Tesla, bitch. And another thing too, with the cussing and stuff, I'm a cuss as much as I fucking want because I was thinking about it the last video. I only need to stop cussing once I get to the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. I'm not close to getting monetized, so I don't give a fuck what anybody. You can look at this shit right now, and I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. I'm not close to that moment right now. I can cuss and do whatever the fuck I want. But yeah, so I don't know how many of y'all are hip to that episode of $1 Million Worth of Game where they got Kevin Garnett up there and he's saying like how he would be talking shit to people like, oh, shoot it, you bum ass nigga, shoot it. And then his whole game plan was to get in their head and fuck up their game, you know what I mean? But the downside to that, when you talking shit to people in a game of basketball, it's just like anything else, as above so below. So you might win the mental battle, you might talk shit and you might get that off and you might get them off their game and shit, but now it's no longer about basketball. Now they want to get at you. Now they want to fight your motherfucking ass because you was talking that shit. What you was doing was successful. Now you gotta fight about it. So yeah, I done gave you the whole gist. Let me give you the full breakdown. So I'm playing basketball, like I told you. This is one of the childhood homies. This motherfucker is literally like 6'5" though. Me, I'm 6 feet even right now. At that time, I was probably like 5'10", you know what I mean? 5'9", 5'10". I say 5'11". To be honest, I might have 5'11". I give myself 5'11". That's it. But at the time, you know what I mean, we hooping, we going back and forth, you know what I mean. He getting his rocks off, but I knew all the little small shit to say, He's like a actual beast, you know what I mean. The motherfucker actually gets off. He's nice, could do everything, could dribble, could shoot, could dunk, everything, right? But he's talking shit, and I know how to push buttons. I've always been skilled at this. I know how to push the right motherfucking buttons, and I'm just saying little bullshit and shit like that, and it get to a point to where he just get in my face like like you know, like on some like what's good shit, you know. I'm not gonna fill in a bunch of dialogue and make it juicy for y'all. I don't remember how the fucking moments got to that point, but I remember he got in my motherfucking face to a point to where it was like that moment, you know. He's just standing in front of me, standing above me, you know what I mean, like this. I'm just looking like, man, fuck. And I told you my fighting record is 50-50. I don't really have a fighting record of like, nigga, I just beat your ass, like, cause that's what I do. I just beat ass all the time, you know. That's not my story. I'm not gonna lie. There's no reason for me to lie. It's not my story. So in the moment, and then the whole crowd is there, everybody is there. And it's a small town. Everybody knows each other. I have to do something in this motherfucking moment. And I'm one of the people who got mental vision. Shout out to Wallow on $1 Million Worth of Game if you watch that, because he knows, he says one of his slogans is, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You got to know when to walk away and know when it's time to run. You got to know when it's time to goddamn skedaddle. You got to know when it's time to get the fuck up out of there. That's what I'm telling you. But shout out to Wallow, because when he said that, it connected immediately. Like, nigga, I've been doing that my whole motherfucking life. Shout out to you for knowing that. But in that moment, I'm having mental vision. Like, yo, this nigga is too tall for me to square up. That's not going to happen. This nigga's going to punch my face off. You know what I mean? I'm going to go home with nothing but motherfucking skull and telling my family and shit like, yeah, you know, I was talking shit. That's not an option. So I'm not about to go toe to toe squaring up with this nigga. No. But like I said, he's standing like this in front of me and shit. I'm like, man, fuck. Heart beating fast. It's a beat at this point. I could have started jigging. So I just decide, man, fuck it. Like, I got to do something. Like I told you, I'm having this mental vision. I can't square up. Heart beating fast. Crowd is surrounding me. What the fuck do? I'll grab this nigga. Let's get it. But I'm thinking to slam him. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that because he's skinnier. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that me grabbing him, I can goddamn take him to the top floor. Incorrect. Wrong answer. Boop, boop, boop. Wrong answer. He was prepared for that shit. They like had to stance together. And when I tell you this nigga started playing the motherfucking, what is it? I don't want to say the banjo. No, not the banjo. The goddamn Congo drums on the top of my head, just going backwards. So, like I told you, my heart was beating. My heart got to beat. My heart is already doing this goddamn Millie Rock. As it is, you know, and he joined in on the beat. So when I try to grab him and shit like that, he joins in on my eternal, you know, instrumental that's going on and start punching me in the top of my head. We basically dancing to that bitch. But yeah, so I'm getting punched all in the top of my head. I remember I'm just moving around. I'm holding on for dear life, because I know if we get away from each other, he can use, this nigga is like 6'5", 6'6". If he can use, if he can use this fucking reach, this shit is over with. It's already not a good fight at this moment right now. If he can just get me away from him and start tagging me from a distance, this shit is over with. That's not an option. I'm holding on for dear life. Fuck that. I eat all these punches in the head. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm bam, 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 bam. I'm cool. But I start trying to throw these little overhand. I look like one of them goddamn World Star fights where a motherfucker don't know what the fuck they doing. I'm just throwing anything. I'm trying to connect something. By the grace of God, one of the rec workers come out of nowhere. Hey. He start breaking it up. Y'all stop. You know, we fucking teenagers. We kids, you know what I mean? So we kind of in that mindset of when an adult come in, you know what I mean? All right, it's enough. I'm like, nigga, thank God you got this motherfucker away from me. What the fuck? Like, what am I even doing in this moment? Why am I sitting here tussling with this motherfucker? But then I told you I got this mental vision, so I'm in my mind like, nigga, woo-sa. Thank the fucking every piece of energy. You know, I wasn't even tapped into energy. I was religious at that point, so I was, thank God, thank you, Jesus, you got me the fuck up out of here. I was like, thank you. So I start walking back towards the other end of the court, like, whew, you know, I'm mentally like, man, yeah, I'm so glad that shit is over with. He gets kicked out of the fucking gym. They like, get out, you know, because they see him fucking punching me all in the top of the head. They like, you got to get out. This man is a fucking menace. Get him out. I'm like, yes, please help me. Thank you. Get him the fuck up out of here. As he getting kicked out before he, you know, hit the door and shit, he turned. He like, come outside. Hey, come outside, nigga. Come outside. And I got that, you know, in my mind. I told you about my fight history and shit. I told you it took all of everything in me to even grab him in that moment. You know what I mean? Come outside to restart. We about to get this shit going. No! Hell no, I'm not coming outside. What? Fuck no, that's not even an option. Now, this is some wild shit with the whole family dynamic. My cousin is there. You know, it's like we like related down the line type shit. We never really been through no shit together, you know. But definitely my cousin for sure. My cousin is there. He like, yeah, come outside. He hyping it up. Come outside. But this not a come outside like once we all get outside, he's gonna help me and we gonna get down, you know, with this. This is a come outside like I'm about to pick up my phone and shit like, damn, hey, cuz he know I'm about to get the motherfucking Dr. Dre beats put on me. And he like, yeah, come out, you know, that is one of these. He's not telling me to come outside so we can fucking, you know, do the motherfucking Transformers and we come together and no, what is the Power Rangers? The Power Rangers, we come together and form this new monster and shit. That's not happening. This is a one-on-one. Cuzzo just wanted to goddamn see the shit. I mean, I can't blame him, you know what I mean? I never fought at his side either, so you know, it is what it is. But hell no, I'm not coming to nigga. Hell no, I'm not coming outside. It took the power of all 33 vertebrae in my spine to even grab him in that moment. The worker came. Stopped the fight. Stopped the fight. That shit is done. That's like, hey, good job. In my mind, pat on the back. Hey, you took your little punches in the head. I'm good. That shit is over with. We don't ever got to go there again. Come outside, my nigga. We ain't supposed to do this shit again. We supposed to start this shit over. Incorrect. What the fuck? No, that shit is over with. The wildest part is this. I'm from a small town. Everybody knows everybody. You know what I mean? I never saw him again after that day. Like, still to this day, I've never seen him. You know what I mean? Well, and since I'm saying this, you know, if he ever see this video, hey, peace. You hear this motherfucking story, you know, hey, it's peace. It's kumbaya. Hey, do your thing. But I never seen him again. You know what I mean? After that motherfucking day. So shit, yeah, I hope he doing well and shit like that. But my point is this. As above, so below. You get out there and you talking shit to people. Some people is not really gonna do all this lip boxing with you. You know what I mean? Well, I that's a lesson I already knew. It's just we was cool, so I didn't really think that it was gonna go to that point. It was like, you know, we could just you know, we could just talk our shit. It's just part of the game. It's the game. You know what I mean? We shake hands after the game, just like every other. Hell no, you talking shit now. If ask people shit, ask my dog Spence. We play ball now. I might say some shit. Hey, hand up. You know, I might say like the most like whatever shit. You know what I mean? But as far as like me really talking shit to people, like I did, I'm Kawhi Leonard now. I'm out that motherfucker. I'm just playing the game at this point, but it's because of experiences like this. So like I said, my story is meant to touch the younger generation, you know, the younger men and shit like that. I'm not telling you to go out there and not talk shit while you play basketball. I'm just telling you, if you gonna talk shit to these motherfucking giants, these motherfuckers that's dumb tall and shit like that, you better try to slam him, because he'll probably punch the skin off your face. You better try to slam him. And if that don't work, you better hope one of the workers is there to get you the fuck out of there. And you better not go outside. I'm gonna tell you that now. You go outside, the shit gonna go way left. Back, left, back and forth. Front, back, left, whatever the fuck them lyrics is, the shit about to go bebop. You better not take your ass outside. And unless you on some whole other shit, and you talking about shooting and shit like that. But that's way out of my motherfucking. That's out of my conversational range. I'm not trying to encourage no shit like that. If you can fight some shit out, then fight the shit out. You know what I mean? It just is what it is.